Rutgers Scarlet Knights making the trip from New Jersey here to Minneapolis, ready for Big Ten Media Day. They cleaned up pretty well, right? Traveled in the sweatsuits, but look at these guys now. Cliff Omoruyi, Mawot Mag, Steve Pikiell. I was talking more about them than you. You look resplendent.
Well, thanks.
As well. Welcome, fellas.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about last year first. And I felt like, and we certainly pounded the table, like you guys deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. You're one of the last teams that was left out. To what extent, I can start with you, Cliff, and just head down the line. To what extent do you use that as motivation? What happened at the end of last year?
We use that as motivation every time, just like taking the little game serious. Like last year, we lost a couple of games by like 1 point. If we stay locked in and win those games, I know for sure we would made in the NCAA tournament. So this year as a motivation, we got to win every game we can, and we're doing that.
Mawot?
Oh yeah, just piggyback what Cliff said. I feel like we just use this fuel, and just bounce back. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like we have a great group of guys, headed young guys, older guys, and I feel like we have everything we need to be successful this year and make it back to the tournament.
You took these guys on a foreign trip. You went to Portugal and Senegal, which I really want to hear a lot about that in particular, because there was some amazing social media content that came out of that. It looked like you guys really made a huge impact there in a lot of different ways. But how does that allow you to turn the page, like traveling abroad with one another?
I mean, every year brings unique challenges. We started with that trip, 4 needles. So we had to get the 4 needles and the malaria pill. So obstacles right off the bat, before you can travel there. But, to get these guys all together, I'm thankful to have these guys back. I mean, Cliff obviously is an elite big guy in the league, but Mawot Mag may be one of the best defenders in the country. And Andre Hyatt, who's also here, is going to have an unbelievable season. So we started that with that tour, played really good basketball, but did a lot of fun stuff too, and learned a lot about, the African culture and got to do some unique things. So it was a great trip for us, and hopefully that catapults us into the season too.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that trip, particularly the time in Senegal. I mean, I saw social media content of you guys with young people kind of giving clinics and helping them learn the game, and particularly given each one of your backgrounds. Like, what did that mean to you to be able to do that?
It meant a lot, and definitely going there, it's definitely different compared to America, just seeing how people are living, they just seem happy and everything. And I get some of the guys the first time, leaving the country. So I feel like just seeing the foods, different cultures, and like how the way they do things was, eye-opener. And like we all have fun and, experience we won't forget.
Cliff?
For me, I think it's a great bonding experience for my teammates and also for my coaches. They get to experience Africa, seeing the difference between Africa and America. And also a coach get to see how they use the little stuff to make fun of. When we went to the beach, they was using stones to do push-up, and we got a whole gym, and they was happy with it.
Right.
They was happy just working out in the gym, and also the food and the culture we get to experience a lot. And for me, just being back home in Africa,
right?
Yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, I mean, your story is amazing. You guys both have amazing stories. But I mean, you moved to the U.S. from Nigeria at age 14.
Yes.
Had never played basketball. When you think about kind of going back, and obviously it's different going to Senegal from going to Nigeria. I mean, I understand they're two different countries, but they're on the same continent, right?
Yeah,
so you're kind of
12 hours.
Yeah, so you're metaphorically going home, even if you're not going back to your home country. What did that mean to you to think about how far basketball had taken you, that you came back in almost this ambassadorial role?
It took me to just seeing what I used to be when I was back home, just working, playing soccer. When we went there, they was actually playing soccer.
Right.
I wanted to join them, but just now I play basketball. I'm an ambassador, so it just it felt great, just representing Rutgers and going there to help them out.
Mawot, you have an amazing story too. Your family left the Sudan when you were very young. Yeah. You were in a couple of different places, Australia, ultimately made your way to California, and now at Rutgers. When you reflect on your journey and kind of everything you've been through, what do you think about?
It's definitely been a long journey, So, me and my family and I left Sudan for the Civil War when I was 2, so I don't really remember much.
Right.
So we immigrated over to Australia. So I was there until I was 15. Then I moved over to Florida for 2 years, then to California for another 2 years, then Jersey for 4 years.
Right.
So it's definitely been a journey, but I'm embracing it. I'm learning. I'm growing as a person, and it's one I won't forget. And that's it.
I think we were all devastated last year when you got hurt partly just because you hate to see a player get hurt, but also just knowing everything that you had been through.
Yeah.
Tell us where you are physically and how maybe you've processed that and grown from it.
Yeah, so getting hurt, is very unfortunate, but I feel like, everything happens for a reason, and these obstacles you got to fight through, as Coach Pike says. And I'm doing well, I've been rehabbing ever since that day. Going into my 8th month. I'm getting strong with the guys. I'm on the court right now doing things. Hopefully I could be out there soon. And, yeah, just taking it day by day, and I'm good spirits.
That's great to hear. Everyone is absolutely rooting for you and seeing you get back out there at 100%.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk a little bit more about this roster. You did lose your backcourt, but I know you are really excited about what you've got. And I'll tell you, we had one of those conversations where you're just kind of throwing around names and who could emerge this year with our analysts on the desk. And Derek Simpson was a name that was mentioned by a couple different people. So let's start there and then just kind of give us a sense of what you've got in the backcourt.
Really excited, and these guys will tell you we're a little different in the backcourt, very athletic, and it starts with Derek. I mean, he's a guy that we think has improved a tremendous amount. Freshman year is always a challenging year, and these guys will tell you their freshman year, they learned a lot. He certainly is taking that jump and needs to. And we got Noah Fernandez, too. He was the leading scorer at UMass. He's unique. He shoots it. He's really crafty. He's a little bit older with a lot of experience. And then JaMychal Davis is a freshman that these guys will tell you, athletic, quick and fast and tough. And then we have Gavin Griffith, too, in our backcourt, and he's the highest-ranked kid, that we've had in a while, and he shoots the ball at an elite level, and he's a really good athlete. So excited. Austin Williams, another grad transfer that just got on the court about a month ago, and he's healing from an injury, but he gives us a different dynamic, too. So we're fast, we're athletic,
right,
and we're different.
So I hear you saying fast and athletic a lot here. Can we expect the pace to be pushed perhaps a little bit this year? I mean, what should we expect in terms of getting up and down the court, Mawot?
Yeah, definitely the pace, being pushed and everything. And I feel like we have, as I said, as Coach said too, all the key pieces we need. And I feel like everybody's able to shoot the ball. So this space is going to be wide open for lanes. And I feel like we're very athletic, so we can go downhill and finish over defenders. And I feel like, the pace is going to be pushed, and it's going to be a year to remember.
The Running Knights?
We better be the defending Knights. These guys know that, bro. We're running a lot faster nowadays.
We don't want to get carried away, right? Let's remember what got us here.
That's right.
Spoken like a true coach. All right, fellas, really appreciate you taking the time out to visit. Looking forward to seeing you this year.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.